Hey there, it's great to see you. Welcome to my channel, Afrohemian. My name is Moyo, and here I share my creative side. I have noticed over the last two videos that a lot more people have subscribed to this channel, so thank you so much. And I hope you do enjoy the content that you have seen, and I hope to bring to you in the future. Today, as promised, I am going to be sharing how far I've gone with the Make Nine Challenge. It's the first time I decided to join into the challenge, even though I've known about the challenge for years now. But this is the first time I actually decided to participate. And I hadn't started this channel at the time that I decided to participate in the Make Nine Challenge at the start of the year. So this is like the first time you would be hearing me talk about it on camera. And I thought it's a good opportunity to just do a quick check-in and see how much I've done and see what else I still have to do. And also if anything needs to change, because I have a feeling that I might want to tweak one or two things before the end of the year, but just to touch base with you and see where we are now. So I have three main categories that I split my Make Nine challenge into. The first thing is items that I have never tried before that I would really love to make, that I or items that intimidates me that I really want to get over. The second thing was items that I want to add into my wardrobe more. So this could be something I already own or something that I felt that my wardrobe was lacking and needed more of. And the third thing was techniques that I wanted to play around more with this year. So starting with the items that I have never tried before that I wanted to dive into this year, the first thing on my list are jackets. So I think on the Make Nine list, I added a corduroy jacket and just like a regular jacket. I would really love to make jackets this year, and in my last video, I showed you the first draft of the jackets that I'm making. So I would really want to continue on with that and make not just a corduroy jacket, but I think looking back now, I would merge those two categories into one. Say that number one thing on my Make Nine list is a jacket, making a jacket, and I have started that already. And even though I don't have a finished version to show you yet, I'm still toiling. But I believe that before the end of this year, I will be able to tick that off my list. The other thing that I had on my list was to make a bra. I don't know about you, but as a fuller chested girl, I have always struggled with finding a really good bra for the right price point. I still have PTSD from my secondary school days when, all my classmates and my friends had really cute bras, with different patterns and different colors. And all I had was this Triumph bra that had a really thick black band and was so ugly. Like even till today, I hate lace bras because of the Triumph bras I wore back in secondary school. And even though now there's a bit more options, there are a bit more options for big boobs, but they're either one really expensive or two really hard to find. You can't walk into a lingerie store and be guaranteed to come out with something. Almost anytime I walk into a lingerie store, I am very positive that I'm not going to find anything that's in my size or that looks good or that isn't like a basic ugly bra. All of that to say, I was determined, or I am determined this year to make a bra for myself or to start diving into bra making. And I know that once I start and I'm able to make a bra that suits me, that's the end to buying bras. I already know it, but I'm still a bit intimidated. And I've been putting it off. So up until now, I haven't actually started making bras yet, but I've started the prep work. So I've been looking online at stores where I can find bra making materials. I've been reading books and I've been following a lot of Instagram channels that either create bra patterns or have like bra workshops for people who want to start making their own bras or underwear in general. And I also bought a book. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yes, I found the book here. It's the So Lingerie by Madi Kolug. I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I'm really sorry. I think I also follow her on Instagram as well. I will put all the details in the description so that you can find the link to the book and also the Instagram handle and also some other um, ch- um, bra making Instagram accounts I found as inspiration. So I've started prepping, reading up and seeing and looking at materials online And I'm determined that in the second half of this year, I'm actually going to, you know, bite the bullets and actually take on the challenge and make my first bra. The third thing that I put on my list in the same vein was to make a swimsuit. I'm 34 years old and I don't know how to swim. And I actually challenged myself to learn how to swim between this year and next year. I haven't started any swimming classes yet, but I know that I will start soon. And as part of the motivation to join a swimming class and just get over that fear, I wanted to make myself a really nice swimsuit that feels comfortable. I know that I could possibly buy swimsuits online, but I do love a challenge and I do like trying out new things. And this was one thing that I definitely wanted to try out and do. So I haven't gotten around to it yet. I think once I'm confident with my bra making skills, then I would graduate into swimwear. So we'll see if I'm able to actually achieve that this year. So the second category, which are things that are already owned that I just want to add more of, or gaps that I have in my wardrobe that I would like to fill. The first thing was blouses. I don't have a lot of blouses, and I think I've mentioned it in one of my previous videos that I'm in dire need of blouses. I added a few into my collection or into my wardrobe with my purple and green travel collection, but I still need more. And now that I've made, some linen pants, I have a few more bottoms. I do see more of a gap. So I need like oversized t-shirts or oversized button-down shirts and a few more blouses in my wardrobe, and I will plan those over the next coming months to cross that off my list. So I have a few blouses, but there's still a few categories that I haven't touched yet that I would want to do. So that's button down shirts and a few more, loose, longer blouses that I can wear on top of leggings. The thing that I added were bubus. So bubus are oversized dresses worn by women in West Africa. I made a video actually about it. So this is something that I have already crossed off my list, but I want to make a slight change to this. So the idea of adding bubus to my make nine was one, I was having FOMO because bubus are a big trend right now, especially in the African community. And so I definitely wanted one just to be a part of that. But the other thing is bubus can also be worn as loungewear. And loungewear is something that I really, really need, but never get around to making. So I'm going to change this category. So even though technically I have crossed this off my list, I'm going to change it slightly and label this aspect loungewear, which is something that I'm still yet to fill into my wardrobe. So even though I've made a boo-boo, I actually do need loungewear, and boo-boos can fall into the category of loungewear. So I need to make a few more in order to cross that off my list. I think I'm going to make a rule where for things that are bigger categories, I need to make three different types of that specific category to be able to successfully cross that off my list. So with the shirts, so with the blouses, I have one category ticked off, which is just a nice, cute blouses, but I still have oversized button-down shirts and maybe longer blouses to wear on leggings left in order to take that category off. And for loungewear, I have bubbles crossed off, and I still have maybe two more outfit styles that I need to make in order to cross that off successfully off my list. So I think yes, that's what I'm going to do. So because I had initially separated jackets in the category of things that I want to try out, since I've merged two different items into one now, I have one more missing space. And into this aspect, I want to put in a tote bag. So I started out my sewing journey by making bags, and I haven't made a bag in more than 10 years. And I would really love to get back into the groove of making bags because I really enjoyed it back then. And bags are things that you can make out of, really tiny pieces of fabric. You don't need a lot of fabric to make a bag. With half a meter, you are able to make a really nice, cute tote bag. And I would actually really love to dive back into making bags and experimenting with different styles and designs as well. So I am going to add in bags or a tote bag into my Make Nine challenge, and I haven't done that yet. So that is something that I'm still yet to cross off. I found some really nice canvas fabrics in the store really close to my house, Havel de Groot, and I am definitely going back and I'm going to pick one or two that I would use to make a tote bag. They have really lovely designs, and if I do make the purchase, I will show you what those look like. And for the final category, these are just techniques or sewing techniques that I want to work more with or do more of. The first one I have are cutouts, and I would say that I can cross this off my list because in the beginning of the year I made two dresses that had cutouts, and I think I have a few more outfits that I've made that I haven't shown you yet, where I also incorporated cutouts into. So I can say that I can cross this off my list for sure. Another thing that I wanted to work with was ruching. I really love ruching. I think it's a really cute detail. It's very flattering on a lot of figures, and you can add it to almost any part of your outfit, on the shoulder, sleeves, skirts. I have already worked with this with my one of the jumpsuits that I made for the travel collection, and I'm also going to use this technique in the summer dress that I'm making for myself out of I have this fabric on my table right now because I've washed it and I'm ready to cut out. So that's the summer dress that I was planning on making with this fabric. So it's the asymmetrical style, and the skirt has some ruching. So I'm definitely going to be using ruching again. So I've already used, and if we're going by the rule where I have three outfits or three styles for each big category, I think I have one down and two to go in order to mark this as done. But I can say that I'm well on the way. I'm definitely using this technique a bit more, and I'm looking forward to working with it more this year. And the third technique that I want to work a bit more with is something I termed tailored drapey. So the idea is you have outfits that are tailored, but not necessarily fitted, tailored, but at the same time a bit loose. So like casual tailored, or I just called it drapey tailored or tailored drapey. And I'll put up outfits that inspired this term that I have so that I show you more of what the vibe is. And I would say that I have kind of started working with it. So with the jackets, because the jackets that I'm making are not things that are, very stiff or very structured. They are tailored. It involves a lot of tailoring, but it's not, structured tailoring. It's more of soft tailoring or drapey tailoring. I think aside the jacket, I don't think there are any other outfits that I have put together that kind of speak to this kind of vibe. But the vest cords that I plan to make this month, I think also speak to that vibe. So it's kind of, there's some tailoring there, but it's loose or it's a little bit casual. I think it speaks more to that vibe. So I would say I've started in this direction, but I can't take it off yet because I think I only have one thing partially done in this category. So that's still something that I need to do. So yes, those are the plans. I think I'm happy. I think I had good plans to start with, but now with the changes that I have made, it's a bit more structured. So just to refresh, three categories. Category one, things that I want to try. So we have a jacket, we have swimsuit, and a bra. Second category are things or gaps in my wardrobe that I want to fill. And for each of these categories, I need to make at least three outfits or three different styles in order to cross this off my list. So the first thing is loungewear. We have blouses and also a bag, a tote bag. Then the third category are techniques that I want to work a bit more with. So cutouts, ruching, and tailored draping. If I hope that makes sense to you. And yes, so those are my make nine plans. I'm happy with where I am. Checking in July. I think I've done quite a bit. I still have a lot of things to do, but I'm quite confident that by the end of the year, I should have at least be able to take off most of it. I'm not confident I'll be able to make all. I have a feeling that I might not get to making the swimsuit this year, but we'll see how that goes. Like, I'm not going to jinx myself yet. But if I'm able to even complete 7 out of the 9, I'll be super happy with that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.